Hello, everyone. I almost said welcome to Mr. Mondays. I will be doing that vlog later on, so if you're interested in that, I will be doing it around 8 p.m. today, which is when I'm trying to do Mystery Monday ones by. It has been a while. So this Mystery Mondays one is going to be mostly about the cold person's missing case of George Pinkett in Yosemite National Park. But this one is about The Masked Singer Season 7 premiere. Or not premiere, I'm sorry, the premiere will be Wednesday. It hasn't happened yet. But so this is about the season 7 of The Masked Singer preview, which has already aired. So that being said, this season there will be 3 groups like there used to be. Remember, they used to do the ABC. They are calling them the good, the bad, and the cuddly. There are less bad ones for some reason, but I think I might sponsor them for right now because I just like their outfits. So yeah, they're calling them the good, the bad, and the cuddly instead of calling them groups A, B, and C like they've been in the past. And it kind of seemed like they were trying to make it sound like this is a new thing, them having groups, but no. So it's generally done. So anyway, according to the preview, there are 5 good characters, 5, 4, 5 good characters, 4 bad, and 5 cuddly. Initially, I thought there were only 4 cuddly, but there are actually 5 cuddly. I realized when I rewatched the preview yesterday. And this makes a total of 14 characters. Since they usually have about 16 characters on each season, I'm guessing they might still be doing the wild card thing, but it's kind of hard to tell because that's just 2 less than they usually have. And it might be, COVID is still a thing. And they've been recording for a little while now, at least a month or 2, I think. So, and leaked some information about who one of the characters were, or they didn't, but it got leaked. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not sure if they're actually going to be doing the wild card characters this season or not. It could be because the COVID still being fairly rampant. Maybe they just couldn't get 16 people who wanted to go on there and perform or something, or for budget reasons or something. Who knows? So first, the preview shows 3 characters of the good group. Mcterrier, the prince, which is a toad instead of a frog. So, yeah. You kiss a frog and it becomes a prince. You kiss a toad, probably becomes a snake. I don't know. Never heard of kissing a toad and it being a prince, but anyway. And of course, Firefly was the other one that they showed. Should I turn my fan up before I start filming this, but I didn't. But anyway. So here are my thoughts on them and the first clues for each. It seems to have I'm sorry. Yeah. I totally wrote some clues in the wrong spot, but okay. So here are my thoughts on them and the first clues for each, and not just for this group, of course, but for each of the characters that is going to be on there. And I accidentally wrote some of the information that I decided was important for Mcterrier in the wrong spot. So I started to go ahead and read it. But anyway, so first that they showed was Mcterrier. He seemed Scottish themed, like it said Scotland and all that sort of stuff. So he's from Scotland. So my first thought was Tommy Flanagan. For those of you who don't know, he played Chibs on Sons of Anarchy. He was also my brain is going to forget the name of the movie, so I'm not even going to try. Not Boondock Saints. Oh my gosh, I can't think of what it's called. Anyway, he's been in quite a bit of stuff. Most of you probably know full well who Tommy Flanagan is. But yes, when I realized that he actually had an accent, I was like, that's going to be Tommy Flanagan. So then I later added Gordon Ramsay, since he is also Scottish. And even later, I was like, this could be Billy Boyd. He has a strong Scottish accent. He's definitely Scottish. In case you don't know, he played for Pippin in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and he's from Scotland. So the first clue for Mcterrier is a blue electric guitar with what I thought was the British flag, and did a little bit of research and discovered that it's actually the flag of the UK, and that is on that blue electric guitar. So as I started to say a while ago, because I wrote it in the wrong spot, he seems to have a strong accent. He was seen playing the drums in the preview. He said listening to my voice could be haggis forming. And so I discovered there's a band called Haggis, but they're actually from California. And of course, I'm pretty sure it refers to the food, but it's a Scottish dish. And he's obviously saying he's from Scotland, which, as my son said, well, if he's saying he's from Scotland, maybe he's British. So, it's hard to tell. Sometimes they try to throw us a loop, like my brain is saying Tyrese Gibson. Anyway, there was somebody on there who said a couple of things about themselves that was not true of them as an individual, but pertained to roles that they had as an actor. Tay Diggs, yeah, maybe that was who it was. My brain keeps saying Tyrese Gibson, but I think it was Tay Diggs, baby boy. So anyway, that's all of the information I have right now about Mcterrier. And so the next one that they showed was the Prince, aka Toad. Anyway, so far this is what I wrote initially, okay. So far I don't have any thoughts on who he is, aside from him either being an athlete or an actor who plays an athlete. His first clue is a letter jacket with the number 30 on it. It is blue with white sleeves, and the number 30 is yellow. So I did some more research into that, and I have someone I think it possibly is now. Anyway, I briefly considered someone from Riverdale, the show Riverdale, like Cole Sprouse, or the guy that plays for Archie. I can't think of his name. Anyway, everyone on there can sing, so I was like, maybe it's one of them. But anyway, their letter jackets have yellow sleeves, not white sleeves. So I was like, guess not. But since the clue is the letter jacket and not a jersey, helmet, pants, or shorts, I'm not even sure which sport it represents. So we shall see. This is what I wrote when I initially watched the preview and made notes, or actually I typed it into my phone, but I made notes on the characters that they showed from the good team. And then there was something else that I noticed yesterday, which was whenever it showed the letter jacket, he made a statement, and after he said what he said, I think it was just like, do you know who I am, or something like that? Can you guess who I am? Something like that. He said, I'm going to bounce now. And I went, oh, bounce. Must be basketball. Could be boxing, but they don't have letter jackets generally for boxing, I don't think. So yeah, I was like, must be basketball. So as I said, I did a little research here. I looked up who has the colors blue, yellow, and white in the NBA. Of course, it could be a college basketball player, but I'm thinking probably most likely NBA player. So what I discovered is that the Golden State Warriors' colors are blue, white, and yellow. Number 30 for the Golden State Warriors, which I did not know, is Stephen Curry. He used to play for the Oklahoma City Thunder along with Kevin Durant, who also went to the Golden State Warriors, unless I'm confusing him for someone else, but I'm pretty sure he played for the Thunder before. So also, the Indiana Pacers have these colors, but it appears the number 30 was retired from their team in the 1970s. I was going to write down that guy's name. I don't remember what it was. It was kind of a long, confusing sort of name. Pacers fans will know who he is. But anyway, so my guess right now my new guess for Prince is that he is Stephen Curry from the Golden State Warriors, which I was going to write down how tall he is, and I forgot to do that. I'll need to look that up. Actually, I'm going to write a note here and say how tall, so I don't forget to look up his height. Because it seems to me like Prince is not very tall, but sometimes that can be misleading, as we saw with Dionne Warwick. I guess I'm going to forget her name, but anyway. So the last character that it showed from the good group was Firefly. Her build made me think of Janet Jackson, but I've thought of her several times. So she hasn't been on there yet. I actually thought of her for LaToya until there were some things in the clues that made it clear that she wasn't as well known as the rest of her family. And I was like, oh, then it's LaToya, right? Which some of the judges didn't pick up on. But anyway, they're not the judges, the panel. They're a panel, not judges. So she does seem like she's witty. She also sang a little bit, which so did Prince, and they both seemed to have pretty good singing voices, in my opinion. Her first clue is a crown with pink gems. Up on the top part of the crown, there's a number 1, and it's very diamondy and sparkly looking. This made me think of beauty queens and, of course, queens or princesses. I'm still leaning toward Janet Jackson, or at least I was until I thought of this other person, but have also considered Ashley Tisdale because of her role as Sharpay. So I had looked up Sharpay from High School Musical and discovered that she did wear sparkly crowns on there quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure that one of them had pink jewels in it. She wore pink a lot. You know, her car was pink and all that. So anyway, I almost said Sharpay. Firefly said when they showed the crown, showed her clue, she said, maybe you've seen she said, maybe you've seen me sparkle in something like this. And it showed the crown. Yeah, maybe you've seen me sparkle in something like this. And that was what made me go, well, maybe it is Ashley Tisdale. Didn't she wear crowns as Sharpay? But of course, there are a lot of people who have worn sparkly crowns and played princesses or such, or been in beauty pageants. So we will have to wait and see. I want to see how good of a singer she actually really is. They're putting off a lot of them as being really great singers. So I'm excited to find out whether they really are or not. So after these 3 were shown, Nick told us we would meet 2 additional members of their group during the season premiere on March 9th. I wrote 7th because that's today, and today is my dad's birthday. I thought that I wrote 7th on that whenever I was writing the date another time in here, and I was like, wait, I wrote 7th earlier because that's Father's birthday and it's tomorrow. But anyway, so next up was a sneak peek of what they're calling Space Bunny singing Jump in the Line by Harry Belafonte, which is a song that's on Beetlejuice. It might be the theme song for Beetlejuice. I don't recall if it is or not. I was going to write the other thing that people call it, but anyway, I was thinking he was the one whose identity was leaked right after they filmed the episode he was revealed on, but I may be wrong about that is what I wrote, and I discovered later on that I was wrong about that. And I think that they have removed all of the stuff that was online about, like, there's still stuff on there about 2 of the judges walking off stage and such as that, but I don't think it says which character it was, but it does say which episode, so that tells you, that will tell you who it is. But anyway, I'm not going to say who it is, but you know, they released the information. So then we saw part of Team Bad. The first one was Cyclops, and I love that outfit. I love most of the outfits this season, actually probably all of them that I've seen so far. His costume is over 10 feet tall, and his first clue is a map. And on the map, I noticed it says 200 north and 4 south, which I thought was very interesting. 200 north and 4 south. And I was like, so it's more north than south. And maybe the numbers there, N and S, maybe they stand for Nova Scotia. Who knows? I love that place. I'd love to go there sometime. But anyway, of course, it had other stuff on it. Like there was a pirate symbol, stuff about mountains. There were palm trees. There were lakes or oceans, a whole bunch of stuff on it. There's some writing on it that I couldn't read on my TV, which is pretty good size. It's like 42-inch, 45, something like that, maybe even 48. I don't know. It's pretty good size TV, and I couldn't read the stuff on there. So I was like, But anyway, I was like, it could be a treasure map, but it makes me think of one on Peter Pan. And whenever they showed the map, he said, I can't remember exactly how he worded it, but he said something about he was doing all right now or something like that. Maybe it's a case of sea legs. I can't remember exactly what it was he said, but he mentioned sea legs. And so I was like, well, maybe that has something to do, the others seem to have a clue that goes along with their clue. And so it most likely has something to do with sea legs, but I don't know for sure what that would be. It'd be awesome if he was Johnny Depp, who played a pirate. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. So initially, based on it being a map alone, I thought perhaps he's Nicolas Cage or Sean Bean since they were in National Treasure. And of course, I contemplated Harrison Ford and others who played Indiana Jones, which I was thinking Shia LaBeouf played for young Indiana Jones, but I'm not sure if he did or not. I got confused on that. But anyway, or something similar, like Romancing the Stone or something along that line. It could also be someone from any Peter Pan related movie or something that has to do with a map. So yeah, oh my, it could have to do with a lot. I was trying to look up stuff about the movies that have to do with Captain Hook, and was not able to find a lot of information on them. But yeah, the map made me think like my grandson and I were watching Peter Pan here a while back, and the way it's set up, there's like the mountains over here and the pirate bay here. And I was like, that makes me think of the map from Peter Pan, but it might not be. So our next bad character, I'm trying to think what that one was. Oh yeah, Cyclops. Cyclops stuff. Anyway, so our next bad character was Queen Cobra. There's a couple of other outfits that I really like. That now that I think about it, these three that they showed from the bad group are actually, yeah, the three that they showed from the bad group are all outfits that I really liked. So, like I said, I'd probably go with the bad group for right now. So Queen Cobra, I just wrote her name and then her clue, and then I went from there. Okay. So there's Queen Cobra. Her first clue is a picture of Superman without the S on his outfit. So you're like, is it really Superman or is it someone else, right? And the blue part is orange while the red parts are blue. I was like, did someone do a spoof off of Superman? It's like they did, but I couldn't find anything on it. Like, he's not Superman, but he's he's mocked after him or modeled after him or something along that line. So when they showed this clue, she says, quote, think you can work out who I am, end quote. So I was like, maybe someone who is known for working out, right? Like a professional trainer or something like that. Fitness trainer, someone like Jane Fonda or someone like that. She also said, quote, just remember, stay in your lane, end quote. So I was like, given that, stay in your lane and the picture of what appears to be Superman, I think that she's more likely someone who has played for Lois Lane, such as Terry Hatcher, Amy Adams, or Kate Bosworth, and there are about 5 or 6 other people who have also played for Lois Lane on various things. That information was easier for me to find than a lot of information is when I try to find it. My thought on the colors being different is it may be a copyright issue rather than somebody making a superhero that looks pretty much like Superman, but didn't look exactly like him, right? Oh, and he also had yellow gloves on that came up about halfway down his arm. So yeah, there was that too. So yeah, I think it may just be a copyright issue, and they're not actually able to put Superman on there. So they're like, well, we're going to kind of mix up the outfit a little so that people can't tell that um, that that's, or so they we can't get in trouble for copyright infringement or something, you know. So for right now, I think I'm going with Amy Adams because we all knew she can really sing. She was on Enchanted. I want to say she's done a couple of other movies where she sang. I was thinking that she played for one of the people on, oh my gosh, Frozen. I was thinking she played for one of the people on there, but I didn't see her name immediately come, or that didn't immediately come up when I searched her name, so I don't know for sure. Um, so the other stuff I have written over there goes with Ram. Okay. So the last member of the bad group that they revealed to us is Ram. LOL. I totally thought he was a knight, and they did say that his outfit is modeled after Egyptian centurion uniforms or something along that line. And I'm like, then why is he not just a knight instead of a ram? Um, he has the ram horn top looking things on his helmet, but there were warriors that had stuff such as that on their helmets to intimidate the people they fought against, you know, so why not just call him a knight? But anyway, he seems to be tall. I'd say he's at least 6'5". His first clue is a blue football helmet. Thank you. LOL. You know, instead of just showing something with blue and yellow. So yeah, it was a blue football helmet with a white face mask, not the kind we're all wearing now, but the thing that covers the face of the football helmet, you know, and a yellow number 6. So here we are again with the colors blue, white, and yellow. So initially I thought perhaps these two, that him and Prince were from the same athletic team, but I've decided that is not the case because I'm pretty sure that Prince plays basketball, given the bounce clue. So anyway, when they showed his clue, he said, quote, "This isn't the first time I've gone head to head with an opponent." So yeah, so this isn't the first time I've gone head to head with an opponent. Obviously, he's a football player. I feel like him being an LA Ram would be far too obvious. But Johnny Hecker of the LA Rams is 6'5" tall. He's their punter and is number 6. And of course, the colors are blue and yellow. And I made some notes here for me to watch out for in the future, but I'm going to mention them to you guys too. His college football team was Oregon State University, also known as OSU, not Oklahoma State University, but Oregon State University. And interestingly, their colors are black and orange, which I'm pretty sure is also, no, maybe Oklahoma State Universities are orange and white. You can tell I don't watch college ball, can't you? But anyway, but yeah, they're the Beavers, and it's in Oregon, and their colors are black and orange. So I want to look out for that in the future, and just maybe adding clues to find out for sure if it is him or not, right? But he's who I'm going with right now for Ram is Johnny Hecker of the Los Angeles Rams. Then Nick adds there is one more member of their team that will be, one more member of their team that will have us shaking in our shoes. To me, it looks like a two-headed beast. One head looks like it has a split tongue and maybe a lizard or snake head or dragon or some other sort of serpent type creature, while the other appears to be a rhino head. They kind of look like they may be wearing armor, as it appears they have helmets on. So it's possible their helmets Well, no, the one would have to have a split tongue, I think. But anyway, we'll have to see. I'm looking forward to seeing what that one is. And of course, the good group is going to be the first one that they're going to show, which will be on the premiere Wednesday night, March 9th. That is this Wednesday, 2 days from now. Lastly, we met most of Team Cuddly. Space Bunny, who still looks more like a beaver or hamster to me. I'm just saying. Their costume people generally do a really, really awesome job. But yeah, the ears on the bunny suit should be longer, even if you got to make them flop down the back of the outfit or something. But anyway. Oh, yes. He said he's achieved a lot over the course of his career, and he does have a cottontail that lights up. That's pretty cool. His first clue is the state of North Carolina. So he must be from there or something that is connected to North Carolina, obviously. He said when they were showing his clue, quote, "Maybe I'll see you in the big city," end quote. I'm not sure the significance of that. And I forgot that when I first saw his clue, it made Cam Newton come to mind, but he looks far too short to be him because Cam Newton is also 6'5" tall, and Space Bunny might be 6 foot at most. I don't think he's even that tall. I'd go with more like 5'8" or something. But yeah, I had decided that he is not the one that's revealed, but the part about seeing you in the big city makes me think maybe he is. Wait, no, he can't be because, yeah, right. He can't be because he's in the cuddly group, and first we're going to meet the goods. So the person, anyway, I shouldn't be saying too much, but anyway. So the next one is Baby Mammoth, the cuddly. And oh yes, I'm not guessing Cam Newton for Space Bunny. I really kind of don't have an idea right now on who Space Bunny might be. Seems like when I was doing research for one and had forgotten that Nick Lachey had already been on there, that I found out that he was born in North Carolina or lived in North Carolina for quite some time, so it could possibly be Drew Lachey, but I don't know. I'm going to write Drew over here and see if I remember that that's who I'm talking about. Anyway, so the next one for the cuddly group was Baby Mammoth. This is my favorite costume of the ones they've shown so far. Although they're all pretty although they're all pretty darned cool, especially Ram and Queen Cobra. And as I said, I also really like the Cyclops one. So the first clue for Baby Mammoth is a pair of ruby slippers. And when they show them, Baby Mammoth asks, quote, "But which celebrity am I?" end quote. And when it said which, it was WITCH. Now, this could pertain to a lot of people, like my brain is not going to say the right one, Melissa Joan. Oh my gosh. The one that plays for Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Anyway, Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah, I think that's her name. Or it could be Selena Gomez, but given the ruby slippers, that to me is connected to the Wizard of Oz, of course. So it implies to me she may have played a witch on something that has to do with the Wizard of Oz rather than playing Dorothy. Or she might have dressed up like a witch from the Wizard of Oz on something that she was in or something along that line. Like whenever I was thinking that the one character was Selena Gomez last season, I believe it was, I discovered that on Wizards of Waverly Place for Halloween one year she had dressed up as Dorothy, and there were some Wizard of Oz clues. So I was like, well, maybe it's her, you know. But honestly, right now, Baby Mammoth is the one that has me stumped because these slippers and witch It does seem to have something to do with The Wizard of Oz. I do not think that they have remade that movie yet, and I hope they never do, but you know how they are. Always remaking stuff instead of thinking out of the box and making new stuff. But anyway. So, next we had Thingamabob. And I was like, oh, is this in memory of Bob Saget, Thingamabob? Because he was it Thingamajig that he played for, something along that line? And the first clue for Thingamabob was a picture of The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, which made me think of Hobbs and Shaw, even though The Rock has been in so much stuff and wrestled for many years. I'm not sure why Hobbs and Shaw was the very first thing that came to my mind when it showed a picture of The Rock, but this is what they I forgot who I'm talking about again. This is what Thingamabob said whenever they showed the picture of The Rock. Quote, enjoy the ride, but don't run out of gas. End quote. So I do feel like his clue is related to the Fast and Furious franchise. I just have no idea which particular person it would be. Could be Vin Diesel, could be Jason Statham, could be a lot of people, because there are a lot of people that have been on the Fast and the Furious franchise movies, right? I super loved his outfit too, though. His ears are like super, super big. They say from one tip to the other is like 4.1 inches or something like that. It could be bigger, but I mean, it's really cool. I just really, really love all of the outfits this season. It's so much fun to watch and see how good of performers they actually are, or how bad of performers they actually are, and find out who is behind each of these outfits. I am so stoked and excited for this new season. Can't wait. I've been lacking motivation lately, and I'm like, I really need to get back to doing my videos because the Masked Singer is about to come out, and it's like the stuff that I do the videos about is important, not only for me, but for other people. So the next member of the Cuddly, and the last one that they showed us, was Lemur. Speaking of cute outfits, I just really like all of the ones that they showed this season. There wasn't one that they showed that made me go, yeah, okay, except Space Bunny does not look like a bunny, but it's still cute as a dickens, in my opinion. So Lemur's first clue is a ring light, which I had to Google what was. I was like, what the heck is that thing? But yes, it's a ring light, which maybe I should get. But anyway, many social media influencers, such as YouTubers, TikTokers, people who do videos on Facebook and such as that, use these while recording their videos, especially if they're doing makeup videos, because you have the ring light that you can put, I don't know if it goes in front of your, I don't know. I don't have one, obviously. But yeah, so of course, this makes you think that it's probably a social influencer, which I don't know a lot of them. But when they showed the the ring light, I keep calling it a light ring, when they showed the ring light, she said, quote, I am here to define my generation, end quote, which makes me think that she's probably a younger person. And the fact that it uses the word define does make me think it has to do with makeup, because a lot of makeup defines your features, you know. You use the blush to define your cheekbones, eyeshadow to define your eyes the way you want them to be defined, and the eyeliner to do the same, and of course lipstick and lip liner to do the same. So makeup pretty much defines your features. So she also said to watch the premiere on March 9th, and this is when I wrote the March 9th. I'm like, wait, did I say the 7th earlier? Because that's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad! But anyway, but yes, she said to watch the premiere on March 9th, which is this coming Wednesday, to meet the final member of Team Cuddly. And I was like, oh, I didn't hear that the first time I watched this. So there are 5 members of Team Cuddly. I honestly don't know many influencers' names, as I said, so I'm going to have to think about her a bit. The only two that come immediately to mind are Graveyard Girl, who I don't think has ever really done makeup. She does do reviews on various items, though, so if some of them are makeup, she may have done that. And Cutie Pie, LOL. Cutie Pie and Cutie Pie. But there's also the girl that my daughter had me start watching. She does true crime stuff while she's putting on makeup. So she does makeup, but as I said, I feel like this is a younger person, since what she said was that she, how did she say it? She's here to define, yeah, she said, I'm here to define my generation. So I feel like she's a younger person, but I don't know that for a fact. So 8 p.m. Wednesday, March 9th is the season 7 premiere if you live in the Eastern time zone in the United States. If you live in the Central time zone like I do, it airs at 7 p.m. on Wednesday, March 9th. I'm not sure what time it airs in other time zones, so be sure to check your local listings for it. Until next time, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So until next time, everyone have a great whatever time of night or day. Everyone have a great whatever time of night or day it is in your part of the world. Stay safe and stay positive. And thank you for watching, subscribing, sharing, all that sort of stuff. Really appreciate you guys. Truly, truly do.